Hey, let me check in with Little Big, Part 3. Um, Little Big is interesting in that it's the kind of story that there's characters in there that say, oh, lots of stuff happened to them, but then pretty soon they forgot about it. And I feel like I might be the same way with this novel, at least on a first listen. I actually went back and went, okay, what happened in this section? Because it was like I wasn't particularly clear. I mean, I have the thing in novels when I do these check ins of like, oh, okay, what did I talk about last time? I don't want to talk about that again. I want to talk about this time. But this was like, oh, kind of like it flew by me. Um, I guess in this section, Oberon, son of Smokey and his and Daily Alice. See, trying to keep the names in because it feels like it's been forever since we've been with them. Son of them is now full grown, and he goes off to the city because he wants to have his own life. Right? And Alice kind of grudgingly, yeah, lets him go. I mean, he can't be protected forever, can he? They have been, but what he does is he goes to George Mouse's place, which seems like just another iteration of Edgewood. It is this dilapidated ruins in the middle of Manhattan, which is like a farm, which at some points I just kind of I got confused and it's like, oh, did we just open another thing to the fairyland and there's farms in the middle of Manhattan? Because it's like, and it's a really, I guess this must be invoking kind of a Manhattan of is it pre-Giuliani when it was crime ridden and just completely um, you know, scuzzy and all that, because that's what you get, this post-apocalyptic kind of vision of the city, but with a farm in the middle of it, in the midst of his connected kind of tenement houses. And anyways, he goes there, sees George. George is with a very young woman, um, Sylvie. It's one of two sisters, I believe, and she is super hot, super sexy. And he ends up with her. It's funny. George takes him to his room, and his room has got one of John Drinkwater's beds within, like a bedroom within a bedroom, kind of. You pull it open, and there's the bed inside it. More weird geometry. Um, uh, inside. Um, and he falls in love with her. And there's various other things that happened. Um, and Cloud, I think, is getting to the end, gets to the end of her life. It's um, we bought back and forth a little bit from there to the farm, not to the farm, to Edgewater, the original place where Smokey and Daily Alice are still. Um, we have more about the imaginary Lily, the one that was taken away, but then they seem to have lost the other one. I'm slightly confused. I'm just letting it flow by. I have to say at this point, I'm just letting it flow by at this point, trying to keep some major plot points. It's quite beautiful. It's very much fantasy that isn't J.R.R. Tolkien. It's George MacDonald very, and it doesn't have that great of a grasp on reality. And there's times when I see stuff that is like very much, oh, this kind of really reflects stuff of the world. I think I'm thinking about August and his sort of sex addiction, or or just the weird interactions though of like Smokey having an affair with Sophie and Daily Alice being okay with it. Still kind of like, but I guess maybe it's that kind of cloaked, kind of elusive, like she's probably not okay with it. I don't know. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. And then we just have like, all the talking animals. in the thing, which are just very matter of fact, kind of just slip in and out, and they talk, and there's a stork, and the stork talks, and yeah, yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I'm glad I'm listening to it on audiobook. I don't know how far in I would have gotten if I'd actually just tried to read it. It's very much a good story to have someone to just tell me, and me to just kind of take it in as it goes by and kind of do that. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. All right. We'll see if I'm any more solid next time.